Lost your car title in Arizona? Don't let it stall your plans. In this explainer, we're diving into every detail you need to seamlessly replace it, taking you from confusion to solution in just a few simple steps. I know, misplacing an important government document feels like an absolute nightmare, right? But honestly, by the end of our time today, you're going to see just how incredibly easy the Arizona MVD has actually made this whole process. Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll briefly cover the basics, the step-by-step process, fees and timelines, common mistakes to avoid, handling edge cases, and finish up with a quick recap.
All right, Section 1, the basics of car titles and why this actually matters.
So, while your registration legally lets you drive the car, the title is what proves you actually own it. But wait, before you literally tear your house apart looking for that physical piece of paper, you need to know about the 2020 e-title revolution. Back in April 2020, Arizona basically made electronic titles the default, meaning unless you specifically requested a paper copy or you're moving out of state, your official record is probably already sitting safely in the cloud on your AZMVD Now account. Just to clear up some confusion real quick, we need to distinguish between a duplicate title and a bonded title. A duplicate title is simply for when you're already the recognized legal owner in the MVD system and you literally just need a fresh copy of the paperwork. A bonded title? Well, that's a whole different, much more complex beast for when ownership documentation is actually missing entirely. Today, we're focusing strictly on getting you that duplicate title.
Moving right along to Section 2, the step-by-step process for taking action.
Before you do anything else, get your info together. You're going to need your VIN, your license plate number, the vehicle's make, model, and year, plus a valid government-issued photo ID. If you're doing this for a business, you'll need your EIN or proof of authority if it's a trust. Having all this stuff sitting right in front of you is a total game changer. It seriously prevents that classic DMV headache. If you decide to apply by mail or in person, you're going to use the Title and Registration Application, which is officially Form 96-0236. I know, it looks a little intimidating with all those boxes, but just fill out your vehicle info and make sure you check the duplicate title box right at the very top. That tells the clerk exactly what workflow you need. Really, it all boils down to a super simple 4-step process. You choose how you want to submit it, online, by mail, or in person. You complete the identity verification or that paper form we just talked about, you pay a tiny fee, and boom, you receive your replacement credential. It puts the control totally back in your hands. Okay, Section 3, fees and processing times, or basically what to expect.
When we compare your options, doing this online through AZMVD Now is hands down the winner. You instantly get a PDF summary to print, and the official paper title hits your mailbox in about 7 to 10 days. If you go in person to an MVD or a third-party office, you get a same-day temporary receipt with that same 7 to 10-day wait for the mail. But mail-in? You're looking at 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, definitely skip the snail mail if you can.
So how much does this whole thing cost? The state fee for a duplicate title is literally just $4. $4. It is absolutely incredibly affordable. Just keep in mind, if you go to a private, authorized third-party office to skip the regular MVD lines, they might tack on a small convenience fee on top of that $4. Next up, Section 4, common mistakes to avoid so you don't accidentally void your document. If you're handling physical paper title documents, you must strictly use blue or black ink. This is a non-negotiable rule, guys. If you use whiteout, heavily cross things out, or try to erase a mistake, you will instantly void the document. The MVD is super strict about this to prevent fraud. So if you make a mistake, don't try to fix it. Just print a fresh form and start over entirely. Here is another massive roadblock, the identical ownership rule. You absolutely cannot use a duplicate title application to change a name, update your joint ownership status, or take a bank off the title. The replacement has to be an exact carbon copy of what the state currently has on file. Changing ownership is a completely separate transaction that requires totally different paperwork. Section 5. Handling additional issues, or those tricky edge cases. Here is a question that pops up all the time. What if a bank or credit union still holds a lien on the car? Well, because they have a major say in that title, you'll need their written permission or notarized lien release to make any big changes. Usually, until that loan is completely paid off, your title just stays as an electronic e-tile securely in the system. For more complex stuff, the state does have specific workflows. Like if you're handling a deceased family member's vehicle, a simple duplicate won't cut it. You'll need a death certificate and a non-probate affidavit. If you happen to be in the address confidentiality program, you actually can't use the online portal at all. You have to call a specific dedicated line to set up a secure in-person appointment. And for out-of-state buyers, make sure those signatures are notarized if the new state demands it. Now, here is a fantastic pro tip. If you're selling an Arizona-registered car to someone else in Arizona, but you lost the physical title, you don't even have to wait for a duplicate to arrive. You and the buyer can literally just fill out Form 381306, the title transfer bill of sale. It handles the bill of sale and the title transfer all at once, letting you skip the duplicate request entirely. Talk about a time saver.
Finally, Section 6. Let's recap and get you ready for your final steps.
Getting this done really is a breeze if you're prepared. First, double-check that you actually need a paper title, since e-titles work for most local needs. Second, log into azmvdnow.gov. Third, click on Title Replacement and pay your $4. And fourth, just print your instant PDF summary while you wait for the official hard copy in the mail. Easy as that.
Have you ever run into a completely crazy situation at the DMV? Or maybe you have a weird edge case question about out-of-state transfers we didn't cover? Every situation is kind of unique, so jump into the comments below and share your questions or your own tips to help out the community.
Before we wrap this up, I do need to remind you, this explainer provides general information and guidance concerning replacing a lost car title in Arizona. Always check the latest requirements directly with the Arizona Department of Transportation Motor Vehicle Division or consult a legal professional for personalized advice tailored to your specific circumstances. Remember, in the age of the e-title, you are never truly lost in the system. Log on to AZMVD Now and claim your replacement today. But honestly, it kind of makes you wonder, as our wallets and lives go fully digital, are paper car titles going to become a complete relic of the past? Think about it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.